Rick Hong here for Hollywood First Look Features. We are at Screamfest for the premiere of Trick. The movie stars Omar Epps and Jamie Kennedy.
Let's take a first look.
Next, come on, it's your turn, Trick.
People want a monster that they can fear.
Get down!
You discharged your weapon 5 times into the guy.
How's he still alive?
He isn't.
Trick comes back every Halloween.
How did the idea of Trick come up? Because you're a writer on this as well.
Todd Farmer and I just talking about Trick. We wanted to do another sort of slasher film. We wanted it to be very much have a mystery element. We wanted it to be police-based, sort of a slash noir. Have a real detective at the core of it, and what damage it does to the detective, and the 3 lead characters, the sheriff, and then Cheryl, played by Christine Reyes, and how that affects the 3 of them. So that was the sort of the root of it, and how we started ticking along and creating the story.
So since you've worked with Omar Epps before, and you're talking about a detective who he plays, were you just like, did that come to mind as you're writing the script, or it just kind of happened to just work out that way?
When we started writing it, we wrote it very neutral, of not really knowing who it would be. I worked with Omar 19 years ago on Dracula 2000. I've always wanted to work with him again, and was when we came time to shoot, as we got closer, Omar was available, and we leapt at the chance to work with him again, because I love working with Omar. I love him in the film, loved him in Dracula 2000. I hope we get to work together again and again.
Does it give you a sense of comfort knowing that you've worked with Patrick numerous times, and that he seems to know the whole?
Patrick. I would go anywhere to work with him anytime. Him and his partner Todd Farmer. Yeah, they always put a little something in their films for me, and I try to get there and do them.
When you get a script like this and you're going through it, did you see the twists and turns that were going to happen?
A lot changed while we were on set. Things were being developed. I was getting a new version of the script almost every night that I was being called. But I did see the twists and turns that were happening. They did surprise me as I was reading it. That doesn't happen a lot. So it was a fun just story in general to follow.
So you know this genre. I mean, your character in the Scream movies definitely lays out the rules of how people die. So I was wondering, when a script like Trick comes and you're going through this script, are you looking forward to knowing oh yeah, I know how this person dies, or even just the twists and turns? You're yeah, I think this is what's going to happen. Do you know, or are you still no, it's still new to me?
I mean, I've seen a lot, so I think I kind of know, but you saw the movie, and I've never seen it kind of play out like this. Have you?
No, I didn't see it coming.
No. Okay, that's huge, and that's why I think the movie's going to work and catch on, because I did not see that coming. So that's what I like. It's like a horror movie kind of meets M. Night, right? It's like a little twisty stuff to it.
And how's it for you to come back and you're doing, Omar Epps is in this as well, and you guys work together. So is there another level of comfort coming to set knowing, hey, we've worked together?
Yeah, I mean, we were in Scream 2 together, although we didn't have any scenes together, but I mean, he was a big part of that, one of the first big kills. It was super meta, you know what I mean? And everything now is more meta, and I was meta in Scream saying, Jamie, look behind you, and then Jamie was... And it's just nice. I mean, Omar's, he's been acting longer than me, so he's a pro. He knows exactly what he's doing. I mean, the cast is great. So it's just nice. There's horror actors in this, and then there's actors in this. I mean, you're just an actor, but there's a lot of actors from different genres in this.
How was it playing this detective? Because your character has this idea and this belief of who this killer is, but everybody around you is saying, no, you're wrong.
Right. It's like you're chasing the ghost, man. You're chasing the ghost. But, I think every great detective, they have that sort of hunch, that gut feeling. And, my character basically loses himself trying to track this guy down. So that was pretty fun.
I mean, so yeah, you've been in Dracula 2000, you've been in Scream 2, so like, how was it being back with Jamie Kennedy as well?
It was good. I mean, those were kind of like appetizers in the genre, but this was my full, my first full length feature. So.
So when you look at this script, then are you kind of like looking forward to or trying to figure out, okay, how these, no spoilers, but how these characters might survive or how these characters might die?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of really, I'm reading through it, and I just want to see a continuity of heart, and is it grounded? That's the thing for me, is that I think, all great horror films are sort of grounded, you know what I mean? Even though they're sort of surreal, but they're grounded, and I think the audience really invests emotionally when they're grounded.
I've never been a believer. But this is pure evil.